Hello again, I'm Phantom Rose, and I'm sorry I wasn't able to give you guys a video last week. I was very sick with a sore throat, and I felt that if I did give a video, I probably wouldn't have had that video sounding very good. But here I am this week, and as you may have guessed by the title, this time I'm reviewing Discord. Not just Discord, but every episode that we've seen Discord. Again, I'm going to do the same thing I did with Princess Luna, talk about his place in the fandom, and some things that I've seen from fans. Well, here we go. The first episode we see Discord in is the two-parter season opener for Season 2, The Return of Harmony, which is honestly a really, really good episode. I think that the writers really went beyond when they came up with the characters and when they had the plot made for this episode. Because honestly, the star of this episode is Discord himself, and he is brilliant. I like Star Trek. I really like Star Trek TNG. So when I found out it was John Delancey, the guy who played Q in Star Trek, was the person who voiced Discord, I was just like, they're practically the same person. Discord and Q are so similar in character that having John Delancey, who played Q, play Discord, it's just like, you're making Q into a Draconequus, and that's all you're doing. And then calling him Discord. But John Delancey is such a brilliant actor, and he really knows how to play a chaotic villain well. So, this is a great, great voice actor to be the person who's playing Discord. So let's start out with the plot of the episode. Of course, the first thing we see is Cheerilee taking her class, including the CMC, on a tour of the Canterlot Gardens, where they are viewing statues in the gardens. But today, it seems that the CMC are having a little bit of trouble getting along, which is understandable considering that even though they are friends, they are very new friends. It's kind of like how every episode of this series involves Twilight and her friends getting into some kind of trouble and then getting over it. They're not completely great friends yet. So having them fight like this, the way that they did, makes some sense, because they're not always going to agree on everything. So Cheerilee is taking her class, walking around, when they come upon a statue of a very interesting creature who looks like he's singing, which honestly I think that does take into the theory that Discord's going to do a song in Season 4, which would be so cool. But she calls this creature a Draconequus, which I've heard of in some sort of mythology before this, and asks her students exactly what that means. And according to the CMC, it's chaos and evil and something else. I can't remember what it is that Apple Bloom said. Well, but of course, what Cheerilee says is that it's an element of Discord, which of course we all know is his name. But the CMC still fighting creates just enough disharmony, actually I think that might be what Apple Bloom said, that Discord starts to break free. His soul is returning to his body and coming back out of the statue that he is stuck in. We have our generic theme song, which, according to some people, changed, but the only thing that changed really was the background. When Twilight first jumps out of the balloon, now it's got a train in there, and you can see the CMC riding on the train instead of the cityscape that we saw at the first season, but that's not really, not much of a change. So, we go on ahead to see our main characters in Ponyville, and some really weird things are happening. We've got some cotton candy clouds, and the apples are growing 3 times their original size, and all the bunnies have really long legs, and the corn is turning into popcorn, and it's raining chocolate milk, which would be my dream come true, because chocolate milk is the best. But of course, the main 6, being such good friends, work together to stop all this from happening, gather up all the horribly pink rain clouds, and have all those horrible bunnies eat them all. But of course, the next thing that happens is Spike gets a letter from Princess Celestia telling the main six to get there immediately. Now, that's something I've always wondered. Whenever Celestia sends letters to the main six telling them to get to Canterlot immediately, I mean, they're far from Canterlot. Exactly how long does it take for them to get there immediately? As fast as possibly can. They most likely have to take a train, and that takes at least an hour and a half, I'm guessing. Probably more, unless the trains are like bullet trains and take 20 minutes to get from Ponyville to Canterlot, but I doubt that's true. So the main six get to Canterlot, and Celestia explains that back before Luna turned into Nightmare Moon, they had defeated an evil Draconicus who had ruled over the land, named Discord, who ruled over the land using chaos to mess with all the Pegasi, unicorns, and earth ponies. Which is honestly a great plot. I've always wondered what exactly happened and how long was Discord's reign. I've seen fanfics talking about how Discord's reign wasn't exactly long, maybe a couple of days. But I've seen others where Discord's reign was thousands of years. I mean, there's so many different headcanons you can go into, but I like to go into Ink Rose's headcanon about Discord's reign, which was only maybe a matter of days, because Celestia and Luna already ruled, and then Discord took over, and then they had to stop him. And I love how she says that Discord was friends with Celestia and Luna when they were all little kids, which would make some sense, considering the fact that Celestia and Luna are very, 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 very old. And Discord is also very, 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 very old. And they've obviously had some sort of complex relationship in the past. So back with the story, we see Discord showing up in some of the stained glass windows after finding that the elements of harmony have been taken, which is just horrible. Because, I mean, we need those. They're the most powerful things in all of Equestria. We need those. Equestria isn't exactly not going to get attacked for the rest of the season and for the rest of the series. It's going to get attacked, so we need the elements of harmony bad. I'm sorry if I'm being any loud or anything. So Discord gives off a riddle, which leads Twilight to thinking that the elements might be in the middle of the Canterlot hedge maze, which is a very interesting idea. Although, I mean, if she had listened more closely to what Discord said, she would have realized that he had said, you'll find the elements back where you began. And I'm pretty sure that they did not begin the show in the Canterlot hedge maze. They began in Ponyville. Well, back where you began the episode. They began the episode in Ponyville, and they began the entirety of this series as a whole back when they had to find the elements of harmony in the first place. And how did they find the elements of harmony? In the guide to the elements of harmony that Pinkie Pie found on the shelf that was apparently under E. So, our main characters go to the hedge maze, and Discord finally shows up in the flesh after taking away Twilight and Rarity's horn and Fluttershy and Rapidash's wings, telling them that it's a game. They have to go through that hedge maze without the use of flight or magic to try and find the elements of harmony, which, of course, he knows that they're not actually in there, but he's just testing them so that he can get them to lose their faith in their original elements and, well, turn into the opposite of their elements. Which, honestly, during the entire ordeal of this, every single time I rewatched those five, the five, not counting Twilight, turn into the opposite of their elements, it's so hilarious. I have to say that Fluttershy is my absolute favorite of the five who turn, because, I mean, she's just so mean to everyone. It's hilarious. I mean, Fluttershy is the nicest character in the entire show, and then all of a sudden, she's hitting people in the butt with her butt, and making jokes, laughing at them, putting buckets on heads. That was pretty awesome. So we have our first four, Applejack, Fluttershy, Rarity, and Pinkie Pie, all turn into the opposite of their elements of harmony until we finally get to Rainbow Dash, who, of course, is trying to use her brute force to, well, beat up Discord. But Discord is not the kind of villain that you can just fist fight. or will hoof fight in this case. He is meticulous and calculating. He knows just what to say to get people to believe exactly what he wants. So, easily, this made it easy for him to manipulate Rainbow Dash into believing that Cloudsdale was in trouble and that she needed to go save Cloudsdale. And he gave her back her wings so that she could fly away, and telling her that if she left, she could go save Cloudsdale. Of course, this was taking her loyalty and changing it to disloyalty, which was, well, she needs to be loyal at this point, because taking her wings automatically made her a cheater in the game. So the game finished. The Hedgemates disappeared, and Discord was having a really good time. And that was the end of the first episode. So in the second episode, we hear Discord says that he never said the elements were in the hedge maze. He takes Twilight back to the throne room when he said the riddle in the first place, telling her that he had never said that, and that, well, it's time to give up, sort of. Finally, they decide that they'd go back to Ponyville for a reason I can't remember. But when they get back, they find that the entire town is completely upside down. Literally, some things are actually upside down. There's cotton candy clouds raining chocolate milk everywhere. The streets are turning into soap. We've got buffalo dancing ballerinas and floating people and walking on sideways walls, and it's pretty gruesome. The floor, the ground looks like a patchwork of pink and white. It's not pretty. But to Discord, it's honestly the greatest day ever, because he's starting to rule over Equestria again. I can only imagine what Celestia might be doing at the castle. Obviously, Discord is taking full advantage of the fact that she needs to get dealt with, and just making the entire place hard for her to do. I bet things are flying in the castle, stuff's turning into cookies. That'd be pretty cool. But, I bet it's not good. So, sorry about that. While Discord is relishing in the chaos that he is creating, he starts, trying to break down Twilight. She's the last pony he needs to break down to make sure that he can rule with chaos over Equestria forever. So, that's the next thing he needs to do. Break down Twilight. And, the first thing that Twilight wants to do is get back to the library to find the Elements of Harmony reference guide. Most likely to see what's wrong with her friends and stuff. When she finally gets there and gets the book after a tussle with her friends because they're all being possessive and mean to her, very cruel, stealing the book and her getting very, very agitated with her new friends. She opens the book to find that the Elements of Harmony were in there all along. Now, she is very agitated now. She really isn't liking her friends anymore. So, even though she doesn't know where Rainbow Dash is, she decides she's just gonna go ahead, give everyone their elements, and try and take on Discord, giving Spike Rainbow Dash's elements, saying that he's the new Rainbow Dash, which is funny. The best part was when he said, "What if she knows I've been impersonating her?" Well, I don't think that'll be a problem, Spike. 1, Rainbow Dash is nowhere to be found, and 2, I don't think you're impersonating her. So, after failing to defeat Discord, all the girls take off their Elements of Harmony and just walk away. No longer friends with each other. And this finally breaks Twilight, because she has been wanting, because she's been having she's had the entire past season to be with her friends and make great friendships with them, and now all of a sudden, they don't really seem to care anymore. And she doesn't know how to fix it. So, after turning gray, just like the rest of her friends, which I think is a visual cue for the audience, and I know that this might have been thought otherwise because of several things that people have said. Like, Pinkie Pie mentioned she was gray. Well, yeah, but Pinkie Pie breaks fourth wall all the time. And when Spike said it, it's just like, so maybe they are actually looking gray. No, I think maybe Spike said that because of the fact of their facial expressions. That, like, they didn't look physically gray, but, like, emotionally, they just looked gray. Which would, in the end, explain why Discord didn't immediately notice that they weren't gray anymore. Well, yeah, I think that's what it is. So, Twilight goes back into her library to find the entirety of her bedroom just covered with scrolls. Because apparently, while she and the others were trying to fix something, or whatever, the moment that Spike came back upstairs, Princess Celestia started sending letters to Twilight. Every single letter that Twilight had sent to Princess Celestia during the Curse of the Fourth Season, and whatever else might have happened during that timeline. So as Twilight starts to read it, she gets reinvigorated with the spirit of friendship that she had been given during the entire first season. And she realizes that she just needs to remind the others how much they mean to her and how much she means to them and what exactly their element is. So the first thing she does is she gets to Applejack because, well, actually now that I think about it, it's pretty much, she goes in order of who she meets. Sort of. No, she doesn't. She goes to Applejack first and reinvigorates Applejack with the spirit of honesty that she has, which turns her back to color and gives her back her personality. Then she goes on forth to Fluttershy, Rarity, and Pinkie Pie, all making them get better, until finally they need to try and find Rainbow Dash, who is still missing! Until they see her, not in Cloudsdale, but laying down on a cloud, completely gray, and acting as if nothing is wrong. Well, of course, this leads to a little chase scene where we see Fluttershy actually book it in flight, which is great, because honestly, I think that Fluttershy can fly just as fast as Rainbow Dash, but it's just way too shy to do it. That's what I think that is. So after finally grabbing Rainbow Dash, hog-tying her down, and turning her back to normal, they realize that friendship may not always be easy, but it's definitely worth fighting for, which is the moral of this episode. And it's a great moral. So, after finally getting together and going to Discord, they're ready to use the Elements of Harmony on him. And lo and behold, here we go. Big rainbow arc, hit Discord, turns into stone. And everything is better. Everyone is happy. The entirety of Ponyville looks like a normal place again. And the episode ends having a celebration of the Spade Six because they defeated Discord. They're all coming up to Canterlot and they have a big fat celebration. Right! But of course that's not the last we see of Discord. Which is so great. Because, I mean, come on. Who wouldn't want to see Discord again after that? So, in Season 3, guess who gets to come back? Discord! I'm pretty sure it is Season 3, Episode 9, Keep Calm and Flutter On. We have Princess Celestia coming in and bringing Discord with her. Because apparently she needs Discord to be reformed for some purposes. Honestly, who knows what Celestia is planning on doing next with Discord at her side. Obviously, she needs his magic to be reformed to use for good. And for him to use it on his own free will for something. Hopefully we'll find out exactly what that something was in Season 4. And she thinks that Fluttershy is the best pony to be able to do this. Okay, this entire episode, I know how people hate how Fluttershy was acting so ridiculously stupid during the entire thing. But Fluttershy's plan, if you really, really think about Fluttershy's plan, was absolutely brilliant. Fluttershy anticipated that Discord would start causing chaos Fluttershy anticipated that after she showed friendship, he might want to be her friend after having over 1,000 years in stone, and most likely not having really any friends before that time. Fluttershy anticipated that Discord would still want to be her friend even after she was forced to not use her element of harmony on him. And Fluttershy anticipated that when she decided that she wasn't going to be his friend anymore because of him making all that chaos, that he would be sad. He would stop making chaos, and he would accept her friendship and stop being as evil as he was before. Fluttershy's plan was brilliant. It really was. And I love her for it. This episode really shows just how cunning and manipulative Fluttershy can be sometimes, which is something that is very true. So throughout the entire episode, we see Discord, of course, causing chaos. But on screen, sometimes we see that after he was taken out of stone, he snaps his fingers behind their backs, them not noticing that he is now making the beavers build a dam that was 10 times bigger than the one that they had originally built in the pond next to Sweet Apple Acres, which was why Fluttershy and Applejack were late to the meeting with Princess Celestia. So Fluttershy takes Discord into her home and starts letting him use his chaos for just a little bit of freedom for him, believing that if you let him be free, then he'll start to trust you more. And of course, this starts to work. Honestly, but Discord believing that he is playing Fluttershy for a complete fool, and that she has no idea he'll eventually turn on her, and just go and become the king of Equestria again. Well, what Discord didn't anticipate was that Fluttershy's master plan was that he would become her new friend. And it honestly worked. He is such a sad and lonely person that he would want to be friends with someone like Fluttershy. Because she's kind. She's so kind. She's so accepting for everyone. That the moment that she starts to show him such kindness, he starts to get a little bit of feeling in his heart. Just thinking about all the times that he's never had friends and how this little pony just wants to be friends with her. Which is awesome. Of course, the other main 5, not counting Fluttershy, all think that this is a big fat trap. Discord is going to eventually use his chaos powers against them all, and Fluttershy needs to use her element of harmony. Of course, near the end of the episode, Discord, we all see what happened, that Sweet Apple Acres is flooded so much that it's all the way up to the tops of the trees. And Fluttershy is told by the other 5 that, can't you see that Discord is doing all this? And then, of course, Fluttershy just talks back with the greatest line ever. Of course I can see. Do you think I'm a ignorant fool? And, of course, I love it how I can hear Rarity at one point say, well, not in the sense of being ignorant and foolish. And I'm just like, Fluttershy knows what she's doing, you guys, okay? Don't be hating on Fluttershy right now, because she knows exactly what she's doing. So Discord says that he'll make everything all right again if Fluttershy refuses to use the element of harmony on him. And she says yes, which makes everyone else cringe. But then he turns the entire water into ice, forcing Fluttershy to choose, do you want to go skating with Discord, or would you like to break your word and use the element of harmony? Well, she proceeds to grab the skates, which makes the other 5 again just cringe. But when Discord says she can't use the element of harmony because she's my friend, she can't do this because she promised me as my friend, Fluttershy immediately retaliates by saying, I'm not your friend, which makes Discord extremely unhappy and sad. Starts yelling about how he doesn't need a friend, how he thinks that it's stupid that you would even try to be friends with him. And then he realizes that honestly, he's lonely and he needs a friend. So he gets rid of the ice, and Princess Celestia comes in, most likely the next day, and talking to the ponies about how Discord has been reformed. That Discord is a good person now, although he's still Discord, so I'll go chaotic neutral. Discord is officially chaotic neutral. And of course, the Discord says, Fluttershy forces Discord to say friendship is magic, and everyone in the audience is just like, oh my god, he said it! And that's the end of the episode, Keep Calm and Flutter On, which is great. It's really great. Well, of course, after Twilight realizes that Fluttershy, you should have trusted her Fluttershy more because she knew what she was doing. Well, yes, that's all I have to say about that episode. It was a great episode. All three of these episodes are great episodes. And they really started up a character who was honestly one of the greatest, possibly the greatest villain in this entire series. I love Discord. I really love Discord. And I know a lot of other people love Discord too. Someone that I'm personally subscribed to on YouTube is I Love Kim Possible a lot, who is a very, very, very big fan of Discord. I've watched all of her Discord videos, and there is a lot of them. I mean, Discord is obviously her favorite character. She really, really likes Discord more than anyone. And a lot of people really do like Discord. I mean, I've seen some great Discord everything. I've seen some great Discord in fanfics, some great Discord in artwork, some great Discord in music, including that Discord remix song by The Living Tombstone, which honestly is the only song that is a remix that I've ever liked in my entire life. It's so good. I just love it. It's really good. I could even sing some of it. I'm not going to bother you with it now. But if you would like me to sing the song, I will maybe post a video of me singing the entire song if you want me to. Just comment below if you want me to sing Discord by The Living Tombstone. We'll see if I get any comments. Well, I mean, Discord is a great character. This may not be as long as Luna, but Discord is a great character. I love the concept idea. I love his presentation. I love his chaotic nature. It's brilliant. All of it's just brilliant. And I'm really excited to see some more Discord in Season 4. Well, that's all I have to say. This has been my review / analysis of the Discord arc. And hopefully next week I will have less of a sniffly voice, and your video will be a lot more fun. And next Sunday, it'll be the first Sunday of November, and we're coming ever closer. Wait for my countdown until the Season 4 premiere, which I am so excited for. I'm going to talk about a couple other things until the Season 4 premiere, and then the day after it comes out, I'm going to do a review of the first episode of Season 4, which I'm so hoping is the history episode that we were hinted at when we saw the transformation from Luna to Nightmare Moon in the Season 4 cinematics from Comic-Con, because I really want this act to happen. It'd be so great if we get a history episode where we get to see what happened to Luna when she turned into Nightmare Moon, and we have Twilight being an Alicorn princess, and we have so much other cool things that are going to happen, and I want Season 4 to be the best season yet, and I don't want the season to suck just because Twilight's a princess now. One of the main characters is completely different. Well, I guess that's all I have to say, because I don't want to go start ranting. See you guys next week. I'm Phantom Rose, and let's hope you guys will start watching my videos more. Thank you, and goodbye.